What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome, awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or not, depending on where, but hope it is awesome. And yes, we're back at it tonight to talk more about crypto. I was going to wait till 7:30, but I said, you know what? I'm sitting here. We're just going to go on. We're going to start chatting, talking about the markets, talking about where crypto's at. I didn't go on this morning. My daughter's had a soccer camp, so we were up there all day today. Figured I'd come back on tonight and talk about some crypto, talk about where the markets are at, talk about where we're going. Actually, it's been kind of a flat weekend overall. I mean, we've been up and down. Obviously, we've gone up just a little bit since yesterday. But overall, we're going to sort of see what the end of the year metrics are looking like. Again, not looking too hot for the end of November here, going into December. A lot of things to discuss there. But before I jump into everything, I do want to say what's up to the A team. Want to say what's up to everyone over here on the YouTube side and on the TikTok side. What's going on, everyone? I think I have people on X as well. So what's up, everyone on the X side? Good to see you all. We got Just Maui, Jeffrey Mix, Dave's Dogs. Oh, what's up, man? We got Pap. What's going on, dude? Long time no see. Happy you're going live later in the day. Yeah, dude, I figured I'm going to try to get back on the swing of things here. I've fallen off the wagon when it comes to streaming, multiple streams in a day. Just been inconsistent with just soccer and everything going on with the kids. So, it's been kind of a fun ride, but I mean, got to get back into it. We got Shadow in the house here. What's up, Kai? Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you. It's so weird to see Shadow Hawk. What's up, Kai? Good to see you, buddy. Finally catching a live. Hell yeah. The Riddler, what's going on, dude? Jesse, what's up, man? Bye. Anthony, what's going on, dude? Griff's in the house here. Alexi, Jen, what's up? What's up, Deb? Good to see you, Deb. Got Dream Chaser, A-Team Strong. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you guys all being here. Again, everyone over on the TikTok side, what's up? Everyone over here on the YouTube side, what's up? We got Rob Got It in the house here. What's up, Rob? Scott, good to see you guys. Austin, rivalry weekend. Who's your team? My team's Oregon Ducks, dude. It's kind of been my team since Jonathan Stewart. I played against Jonathan Stewart in high school, and played against him my whole life pretty much, like through Pee Wee and stuff like that. So, I've always rooted for the Ducks, man, and so I just kind of stuck there. You dub the Ducks, stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. But it was good to see the OSU game and the Michigan game. ChatGPT hates both Purewall and Sentinel, but I'm in both. I mean, ChatGPT is just, ChatGPT. What can they say? What's up, Jamin? Good to see you, buddy. We got more in the house here. Rick, what's good? What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. XCL Mafia in the house here. Yeah, dude, Sentinel's doing phenomenal. The pre-sale's killing it right now. Can't say, too much about that. You're not watching WWE Survivor Series? No, I'm not, dude. Don't know how my name changed. I think it changed because of just YouTube settings. So, yeah, kind of weird, but here we are, dude. Steven Crypto, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Let's jump into it. We got some things to cover here. Like I said, right now I'm looking at the HBAR chart, but I want to actually look at the overall cryptocurrency market. Let's take a look at it. Let's jump into it. Markets have bounced back slightly from yesterday. You can see Bitcoin still sitting around the 91,000 mark. Ethereum dipped below the 3,000 marker yesterday. Now back into the 3,000. You had XRP dipping down to like 117 yesterday. Now it's back up to 220. This was sitting around 221. XRP is actually looking really, really good. It's actually looking at a position right now where I'm probably going to put some positions in on some long trades. We'll probably do that live on stream here. I think XRP, Solana, Stellar, and HBAR are all looking pretty juicy. You can see the 24-hour markers are down on those, but if you go back and look at the indicators for those, they actually look really, really good. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that the indicators are looking pretty good. I'll probably do a low leverage, obviously higher margin trade on those. So we'll see how they go. We'll probably enter one in here on stream. I was looking at it before I went on. I was like, maybe I should put the trade in now, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll wait a little bit for this to bounce back, and we'll see what happens here. The quantitative easy on Monday. How long before we feel those effects? Good question, just now. There's a few things I wanted to hop over here. You can see, I mean, that's a big thing happening right now. Or actually, let's click off right here. You can see right here. This is what the appetite for risk. So this has gone crazy. Just to let you guys know, the loss making versus profit making is insane right now. The risk appetite here in the United States, or just across the globe right now, is crazy. Most activity has driven by retail investors chasing meme names. We have options, unprofitable firms. Basically, all these things we're reaching for all these risk plays, and we can't have enough in terms of options here. So it's just constant, like, people are losing off of these things. I mean, people are actually getting hit pretty hard when it comes to this kind of stuff, but you can see the risk for appetite has gone up massively. So basically more people are taking risk out here, which is wild. This is what shocked me today. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, dude. We'll get into all the other things here, but this is what absolutely shocked me today. When we talk about quantitative easing and we talk about the news that's out there, just look at what happened, dude. American shoppers spent a record $11.8 billion online for Black Friday. That's up 9.1% from yesterday. So everyone that's out there telling you we're in a recession, everyone that's out there telling you that we're like in this bear market or that things are bad and things aren't looking good, we just broke a record in terms of spending out here. It's quite crazy. What's up, Waddy? Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you over here on the X side. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, thank you guys all for being over here on the TikTok side. But you can see right here, Adobe Analytics, which tracks over 1 trillion U.S. retail sites, expects shoppers to spend. Excuse me. They expected people to spend around 5.5 billion on Saturday and 5.9 billion on Sunday, and that's what's crazy. They far exceeded this by many levels. It was just crazy to see the numbers coming in here. So anyone telling you this is just crazy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. And it said holiday retail sales. So the 2001, this is actually a pretty good stat right here. So it says that the 2007 start of the Great Recession, online spending was 22% year over year. And it said in 2001, holiday retails was 7.6 in 1999, plus 5. And so basically what they're saying here is that, this was a year before the recession hit. So basically we have a year to reach market highs before a potential recession hits. Basically what they're saying. The people are spending, the numbers speak for themselves. Yeah, people are spending crazy amounts right now. Someone on Instagram posted an aerial of, I don't even know what that is, Jamin. I don't know what that is. Trump can't afford and won't let December tank. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out here. But I mean, obviously gold's like one of our number one indicators out here as to where markets go. Obviously gold's doing really, really well still. You can see, I mean, we're looking for a nice bounce back. The largest U.S. gold ETF recorded a net outflow of 1.9 billion over the last 21 days, ending Wednesday last week at the highest since May. It says, however, there has been a reversal on this, so we expect more inflows already. So that's something to watch out for. This also is something right here, the bear market seasonality. We're in the exact same levels as where we were in 2022 to 2023. I mean, like, if you take this again, this is when they take Bitcoin. He takes Bitcoin and he puts it on basically puts it on a correlation chart of 10 plus years of Bitcoin. And so we're at levels that we saw basically in 2022, 2023 already. Like we've already hit the bottom down here, basically is what this is saying. I mean, and we're talking that this is the bottom of the bear in 2022, 2023. This is the FTX, Luna Classic, the war, all this stuff. This is all those fiascos that happened here. And we already reached that with that sellout that happened back in October when we had our liquidation event. So things are looking interesting here. And you can see that we might have a flat December, might go up in December towards the end of December, which we always see that, usually have a positive December. And then we could have like a little bit of sell-off like we saw last January, and then a massive rally go in February, March, April. And again, if any correlation as to what previous, history is, I wouldn't say the history 100% repeats itself because it doesn't. But I mean, like, if we have to go back and look, I mean, it gives us some kind of indication. Unfortunately, this year it hasn't. Silver trading has been halted due to the massive imbalances. There's a lot of things out there talking about this. I mean, so you go back and you look at it. I shared a chart with that yesterday. And someone made a really, really good point on the whole silver thing. And if I go back and actually look at this, because some people were actually pointing this out about how silver was going crazy, right? I mean, you can see that silver is now hitting all-time highs again. It's gone off the charts. I think I shared a chart yesterday from I don't know who it was that I shared a chart with, but someone made actually a really, really good comment in there. I don't know if people actually saw this, but basically the silver markets during these times were highly manipulated, right? 1980s, it was highly manipulated. 2011, it was highly manipulated. And so they're basically just saying, hey, I mean, you can see right here that every time this happens, I mean, there's been some manipulation in these numbers here. And so just go back and look at those. I don't know if this is going to be like a big thing or not, but I mean, silver is definitely cooking right now. You can't deny that by any means. You can't deny that at all. So, but yeah, you can see right here that I think that we're basically, I think we might have like gone into this like flash bear market, dude. Where you been? I've been streaming, dude. I've been kicking it, streaming it. I've been a little. I haven't gone on X or on TikTok because now TikTok finally has the Mac. They finally have Mac for TikTok Studio. So now I'm streaming over there. So hopefully it's sounding good, looking good. I don't know. There's not enough silver for delivery and everyone wants delivery. Gotcha. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, right? Super interesting to see how that plays out. But you can see right here, dude, the U.S. stock market has recovered from the entire dump in just a week. However, Bitcoin, this is how Bitcoin was, right? Bitcoin, we were able to recover pretty quickly after a massive dump. But whatever happened on October 10th completely like hurt us, dude. They really screwed the crypto markets with all this. So it's funny how the stock market, this is obviously the crash, the downturn of this. We had this massive this downward trend here. And then we basically have recovered from that, but Bitcoin has not, dude. Bitcoin is still struggling to recover from that massive dip that we took in October 10th from that liquidation event. So it does kind of suck when you actually pull back the year chart on this to see like we haven't been able to bounce back as good as we typically do when it comes to Bitcoin. I mean, we hit a low of, here on the chart here, we hit a low of like 86. We're only back up to 90,000. Everything else is recovered, right? The stock markets, everything else is recovered except Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not recovered. Crypto markets hasn't recovered that fast either. So, but yeah, it's kind of wild when you look at it. The numbers are fudged due to combining seller purchase from manufacturers and not from customers. Gotcha. Yeah, there's just, I think that there's some manipulation in there. It's nice to see on TikTok page. Oh, dude, Anthony, appreciate you, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, Lieutenant Ace, what's up, buddy? Long time no see, man. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Yeah, the numbers are fudged. Yeah, the manufacturing, the numbers are actually not too bad. So this right here, we've seen this before. You can see this back over in this last dip that we had, right? So back over in April, when we had our massive sell-off going into April and May, you can see right back over here. This is what it looked like, dude. We had this channel, this falling channel right here, and then we basically peaked out of this. So we're trying to build back out of this channel here because we've now hit the bottom. So you can see we came back, hit this bottom, and now we're back up to this level here. And we're hoping that we could build back out up over here. This is the RSI, by the way. Just to let you guys know, down here is the RSI. This is the falling channel. Last time we came down and hit 3,006, or this was 3,006, we came down here and hit 1518 and bounced back up here. Now we're at the same level at 3,006, hopefully ready to take the next level into the 4s or the 5s is what this is actually saying right here. So again, some people look at this and probably laugh. Others might not so much. They might like it. XRP is looking sensational with the whole ETF going on. Yeah, as you guys know, another ETF is coming out here. I think it's coming out on I think it's coming out on Monday, right? Monday, we're going to have an ETF coming out here. I think 21 shares comes out on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. But, this is just a perfect time. I'm going to probably put in a nice little leverage trade on this, probably put like a 10X on XRP, see what happens here. But as you can see, look at the ETF flows, dude. So these are obviously what's happening here. But the ETH ETF saw $368 million in net inflows this week with both BlackRock and Fidelity. That's crazy, right? That's considering the massive sell-off that we had. If you go back and actually look at this, look at the massive sell-offs that we had this year. Second worst in history for Bitcoin. This BTC second worst Q4 ever. 42 was back in 2018. 20 down 20% now. So 2 quarters, Q1 and Q4 of this year, we're in the red, dude. Kind of bad. That's kind of a bad start in all reality. For it to be considered a bear market, we really haven't seen a whole lot of bearish movement in terms of like next level euphoria that we all talk about. And it's kind of wild when you actually look at it like that. But then this was funny. So you saw these over here with the ETH inflows, right? 368 million. Look at this right here. ETF, the BTC ETF saw 3.46 billion in net outflows for the month of November, sparking one of the largest sell-offs in history for the ETFs. It's just crazy. So new question, when do spot ETFs actually affect XRP price? If they do at all, they will. It usually takes about a couple weeks for it to actually start happening. 699 glitches. What are you talking about, Accountable Dreamer? What's up, Jorge? Good to see you, buddy. I like Austin. I got like 100 Austin accounts at me. Oh my gosh, dude. I just blocked a fake Austin. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, those TikToks got some fake ones out there, dude. What's up, Tiche? We got Tiche in the house. We got the Mayor Crypto in the house here. Good to see you, my guy. Appreciate you, man, for being here. So again, I know a lot of people here got into Monad, right? A lot of people were jumping in on the Monad, the pre-sale that came out here, and things were looking pretty good. And I think some people still think that it's looking pretty good. So you had obviously you guys have Arthur Hayes out here. I don't know if you guys saw that come out here in regards to what his prediction was with Monad. He's just straight out here slinging FUD, right? But obviously it did really well. It's come down slightly. It's down roughly 0.825%, nothing too crazy. But you had Arthur Hayes come out here, right? Crypto veteran Arthur Hayes has issued a warning over Monad, saying the recently launched Layer 1 blockchain could plunge as much as 99% and end up as another failed experiment driven by venture capital hype rather than real adoption. So kind of crazy when you have a big person out here, a big voice in crypto come out here and kind of dog another Layer 1 blockchain. He says, speaking on Altcoin Daily, the former BitMEX chief described the project as another high, basically just overhyped VC coin, arguing that its token structure alone puts retail investors at risk. The FDV, which is the value of it, stands for fully diluted value, which is the market value of the crypto project. According to Hayes, projects with a large gap between FDV and circulating supply often experience early price spikes followed by deep sell-off once insider tokens unlock. Again, something you should be aware of. Usually when you have locked cryptos or locked tokens. I mean, you saw it with Arbitrum. You see it with a lot of these cryptos out there that eventually will do really well in the beginning, and then they'll have a massive sell off on it. So pretty crazy. What the heck? I just opened a 75x long XRP 5 minutes ago, and now a live stream. That's awesome, Pedro. Damn, you put a 75x. Damn. Hopefully it's doing all right. Silver miner stocks are killing it. Yeah, they're doing pretty well, dude. XRP had a glitch for the price. The 699.94. Oh yeah, I did see that. What was that? Which exchange was that on? Like Kraken or something like that? I don't know, something like that. But yeah, it's just crazy to see you have someone out here raising the flags on this, right? He says Hayes also laid out a bullish outlook for crypto, but again, not necessarily for Monad. So privacy coins to dominate. He said so. Hayes actually came out here and said that anything that has to do with zero knowledge or anything privacy wise will add a valued interest here in this space. So obviously you have Zcash, you got Moreno, or I said Moreno. That is not. I don't think that's exactly how you say it. It's called Monero. I said Moreno. It's Monero. Monero is the other one. You got obviously, you got Tornado Cash out there. You got Accellers out there. Accellers coming in hot. Accellers still looking really, really good. So, and then obviously now you have Sentinel actually jumping in on board to help out with that whole thing. So Tim Shea, long time bro. Yeah, good to see you, Franco. What's up, buddy? Hope all is well, man. Also, right here, you have this right here. Bitcoin forms the short-term bottom, 100K relief rally in sight. So some people are actually coming out here saying that they could see Bitcoin getting back to the 100,000 into the 110,000 range here very shortly. You can see right here that the RSIs on the weekly chart are approaching the 30 level. We bottom out for Bitcoin right here about the 30 level. And so if you actually look at this before all the Thanksgivings here, so look at the previous Thanksgiving. I think this is actually a pretty good chart here to show you. So you have the 2017 Thanksgiving, you had the 2020 Thanksgiving, 2023, 24, and now here's where we're at. And so people are actually saying that each of these rallies afterwards, going into December, we have a nice little pump. Again, I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but I mean, people are projecting that based off what we're seeing here, is that getting back to the 100,000 mark is like a psychological number for Bitcoin. I do think that we have a chance to get back there. So another factor adding to the weight of the rebound scenario is the 50-week moving average, currently near 102. Bitcoin has repeatedly retraced towards this level after dipping below it in previous market cycles. The expectation is now is a bounce that could lift prices back into the six figures before any deeper trend emerges. So people are expecting there to be a nice little bounce back. And if we actually go back and look at the charts of Bitcoin, and you go look at where these at, they're saying that basically this 100,000 marker, which is the 58 EMA or the 50 moving average, is where we're going to go. There's actually a fair value gap sitting here right around the 97, anywhere from actually 96 to 98 marker on the fair value gap. So you can see we're probably going to come. I do think that we might have a chance to come back up here and fulfill this. I mean, this will be the first positive week. We have roughly 21 hours left for the week right here to finish in the green. Hopefully, if we can finish this after 4 weeks of sell-offs, we might have our first nice little rally back into a green level here. Last time we had these sell-offs, you can see anytime that we have like 1, 2, 3, we had a nice little rally after that, right? So I think that we have a potential for us to at least rally back out of this, especially after 4 weeks of downturn. So, and again, that's off of 2 weeks of a downturn, 1 week of an upturn, followed by 4 downturns. I mean, that almost reminds me of what happened over here back in April. This was almost the same level here. You had this one little up week right here that doesn't really count, but very similar to what happened right here. You had basically 3 weeks of a sell-off, 1 week in the green. You had 2 weeks of a sell-off, 1 week in the green. Basically, that got erased, came back down even further. So hopefully we have a rally that can come back up and get back out of this. That's what I'm hoping for, at least, dude. Will XRP go up? I'm feeling that XRP is also, I mean, when you look at this is kind of what I want to talk about here, is that obviously XRP is one of our bigger babies here in terms of just wallet size, everything. And you can see, I mean, just the weekly RSI came down here. We hit this bottom. We're having a nice little bounce back here. And you can see our levels here. If you actually zoom into these levels right here, just go about right here. Let's go about right there. It's kind of what I wanted, right there. You can see that these levels are actually in a very, very good spot. So 240 is a very, very strong. That's where we're going to actually get resistance. So that's why I said I'm probably going to put a long in on this, right? I'll probably put a 10x, probably put like a couple $1,000 down on a 10x long. I should probably just do it now to call it a day. The 4 hours actually not looking too bad. It's down at the bottom right here. This could come down a little bit more, but I think putting a 10x in on this, we might come back down to 216. But yeah, I'll probably be putting a long in on this just because I think we're going to have a bounce back, dude. I think we're going to have a decent bounce back right now. And again, if you put a 10x on this, let's actually go, I'm going perpetual. Let's go to Let's go here. Let's go to the isolated side here. I'm probably gonna put a 10x in on this. Probably just do it now. Confirm. We're gonna do it on XRP. I'll probably do. I'll probably just do. Let's do 25. Let's do 25,000. 25,000. That puts us at a 210 liquidation price for a long. So I mean, it has to go back down to 210. If you go back and actually look at the chart right now, I mean, 210 is pretty far off. I mean, we did hit 210 back over here. Back on what was that? November 24th. So about 5 days ago. But we built a nice little rally out of this. I think that we have a chance to get back up here to the 240 range, which again is a nice little level of support right here. Again, let me zoom out just a little bit to the weekly here. And if you zoom back in on this weekly right here, you'll see that even on the weekly level, if you zoom in just a little bit, this 240 is actually a really good level. Plus, you have a nice little fair value gap up here on the weekly that's at 273. So again, it might take a little bit to get back up there. It could take a couple weeks, but I mean, we could probably hit these levels like you see right here. This was the fall of early 25, right? Through April, this was the fall. And then we bounced back off of this, right? So this is that same fall, that channel that we were talking about. I think I put this up here for Bitcoin. Or was it at right? Actually, it was probably right here. You see the same channel? This same channel is happening right now. This channel that was created back in April, which was actually January through April, is the same channel that's happening right now. And we usually tend to bounce back off something like this where we bounce back off this and exceed through the channel. So I guess what I'm saying here is that when I look at Bitcoin, I think that we're going to, XRP, I have a strong feeling that we, have a good chance to get back up to the 240. And then there's a nice little fair value gap. We might not, get all-time highs here again, but we could at least have a relief rally back up here into these levels. I know some people will probably think that's a joke, but just go look at the levels. Go look at the RSIs. The 4 hours at the bottom right now, the 12 hours at the top, which is, it doesn't matter. I mean, the day chart's up here. So these could actually be negative indicators where we fall back down to like 212. And, it's crazy that we're, usually Sunday and Mondays are nice little rallies. So we'll see what happens here. Usually Sundays and Mondays are nice little rallies going into Tuesdays as well. But the day chart's at the top, the 12 hours at the top. And, every time these actually stay at the top for quite some time, we have little rallies out of them. And that's kind of what happened here. So, we could have a little bit of a sell-off coming down. So that's the negative side here. And that's probably why I'm only going to do a 10x because, this could come back down to maybe hopefully the 210, 211 range if it does. And then we bounce back. So I'm not taking too much leverage, but that's the only downside as to why you wouldn't do leverage trading today is because, the day chart and the 12-hour are both way over purchased right now. And so every time we get up here at these levels, we tend to come down pretty quickly. We haven't sustained any level up here for quite some time. This is the last time we sustained these levels at the top up here was back on June, and we stayed up here for almost all of June, half of June into July. We stayed up at the top up here. And so, yeah, it's kind of interesting when you look at that. So those are the only downsides here. Let's go. XCL Mafia in the house here, supporting our man. Also, I appreciate you, Chris. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, speaking of XCL Mafia or XCL and the Mafia, you can see right now. I mean, dude, Sentinel's killing it right now, dude. Sentinel is going off the chart right now. I don't know if you guys know. Obviously, there's a massive pre-sale going on here with Sentinel. I'm in on the pre-sale. I put roughly almost $21,000 in on this one. So almost a little bit more, about $1,000 more than XCL. I'm probably going to put another. Honestly, I'll probably be putting a decent amount inside this one. Again, if it has anything if it does anything that like what Acceler did, getting a 35x, I think it has a good shot at doing pretty well. So I mean, obviously, I'm going to jump in on this one again. You guys know I'm in on it. I think what it's going to do is going to help fuel Acceler. And it's just going to do, I mean, this is something that's completely different here. So obviously I'm in on that. So yes, XCL Mafia strong, dude. Do you think XRP price will be affected with the Powell speaking Monday? Every time Powell speaks, that's another thing. Anytime Powell speaks, it could be detrimental, dude. So just be careful. Is BTC a buy? I think long-term, yeah. I mean, anything long-term wise is actually looking pretty good. Bitcoin, obviously, and the long-term side of it, I think is good. Some people are showing that the markets are bearish. Some people are looking, the markets are bullish. I mean, I guess I'm more side on the market of being bullish than I am bearish on it, just because I think there's just so much going on. I put out a thing last week. I mean, we got quantitative easing coming in. We got potential stimulus checks coming in in 2026. We got tax cuts coming here, massive tax cuts that are coming in 2026, as what Trump said. I mean, you got potential where income tax might be taken off. We might not have to pay any income taxes, because of Trump's tariff thing. So we'll see if that all works out. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but I mean, it's looking pretty damn good, and I'm all here for it. You know what I mean? So Bruce, are you using the brown? What did it say? I tried to buy Sentinel, but it won't link to my base. So you got to buy. So Bruce, with base wallets, you got to buy inside base. So you got to go inside base, copy the address here. Which again, I'll put it down. I'll put it in the description box for you, dude. Just copy this address and put it into the browser inside your base wallet, and then that's how you actually purchase inside base. Unfortunately, base is one of the only wallets that makes you do that. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks, to be honest with you, that like that's what you have to do. But yeah, that's unfortunately what you got to do, bro. And especially with base, like I said, base kind of sucks with that. So oops, let's mute that thing. So here, I'll pin it to the top for you, dude. In the I'll put it to the top up there for you if you want to check it out. Venezuela, yeah. Austin, are you gonna do a video breakdown of Sentinel? I should do one. I haven't done one yet, dude. Um, you know, I need to probably do something like that for you guys. Post in the chat. Oh yeah, here, dude. I could post it in the chat for you too, bro. Here, I don't. Here, I'll post Sentinel in the chat for you guys over here on TikTok side if you want to take a look at it as well. Damn, does it not let me post in the chat here? The hell? Oh my gosh. I don't think it lets me copy and paste in the chat in the comment section. That's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It won't let me. It won't let me actually post it in the chat. It won't let me post a hyperlink in the chat. And just go HTTPS. Hopefully that link works. I guess we're gonna find out. Let me know if that link works. I don't even know if that link works. That's crazy. They don't even let you like link stuff in the chat here. That's wild. That's crazy, dude. What happened to Antics presale? I have no idea, dude. I bought $500 in on that thing, and I guess it did really, really bad, dude. A lot of these pre-sales are bad, dude. The Space is streaming your live TikTok, Austin. Oh, nice, dude. Oh, the Space is streaming my live TikTok. Oh, damn, dude. Appreciate you guys, dude. Austin, do you prefer to use MetaMask or Uniswap for Cent pre-sale? Probably MetaMask, dude. I actually prefer SafePal. SafePal is what I use on my phone. However, when I use anything over here, like for MetaMask, I use it only as an extension over here on YouTube or on like my Chrome extension. That's it, dude. So, yeah, is buying Sentinel worth it? I mean, again, my personal opinion, I'm, you got the same team that was behind XCL that's behind this one. You got very similar tokenomics. They're giving everything back to the community. Money's flowing in for it. The bot's out there working, or the bots or whatever they got going on is out there working. I mean, there's already people. I mean, right now I'm up $173 on my potential rewards, estimated rewards for when the pre-sale is over. You're going to have almost $20,000 going to burning Cent at launch. You're going to have roughly almost $12,000, $11,500 going to burn XCL. Like, I think that this is actually, like, I'm really digging this project on what they're trying to do here, right? I told you it's all about trying to make money. I said that before. I'll say it again. Find projects that actually make money. Find projects that are going to bring in revenue to build the project or build a project, and that's exactly what this is doing. I mean, they're going out there and basically doing exactly what the exchanges do to everyone else, right? They're going out there, they're going to arbitrage, they're going to use bots to basically make income or to make profit, and then they're going to go out and they're going to reward holders based off that. So, I mean, like, that's really what it's about for me. I like that kind of stuff. So awesome. What broker do you like using on TradingView for crypto? I don't use any broker on TradingView, dude. Yeah, the only one I actually use is BTCC. So please do a video breakdown. I ended up buying after presale on XCL, and now it sucks. I need to know before presale is over. Yeah, presale is going to end here. Presale ends in roughly, when does Sentinel presale? In 25 days, dude. I think you have 25 days, unless it sells out, dude. And some people right now, we're on a path to sell out. I mean, Sentinel's on a path to sell out right now, guys. I mean, in all reality, it is, dude. Is it me or is he glitching? Am I glitching right now? I could be glitching, dude. I might not be. I asked if YouTube or TikTok. I don't know if TikTok. Sometimes TikTok can be a little funky. Let me know if I'm glitching or not, dude. I think streaming on both X and TikTok with everything running probably doesn't help out. I mean, I'm streaming on every platform using this, so let me know if I am glitching, or unless it's the Sentinel actually glitching itself. It's glitching only on TikTok. Oh, it's glitched only on TikTok. Gotcha. Is it glitching right now, dude? Maybe it's this Sentinel being open. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely in on that one, dude. Bruce, I mean, copy the link. Can you post a contract address? Oh, Sentinel's actually, it's through a website. I actually pinned it up top, dude. Austin, why don't you buy Sent with your Pure Wallet? Because I haven't used because all my money is actually in SafePal and I haven't mirrored it, dude. So like I haven't made the full conversion over to Pure Wallet yet because like I just have had it on SafePal for so long that's kind of where it is. Here it is. Am I glitching right now again? It could be the machine glitching. What a sellout! I thought it was 1 million. My son says it's 5 billion. Well, 5 billion tokens. There's 5 billion tokens out there, and right now I think there's roughly almost. I guess there's probably almost a billion tokens sold. So almost a billion tokens sold. 728,000 have been sold. So yeah, there's still a lot of room. I mean, only 15% of the cap has been purchased. So I mean, there's still a lot of room. It's is it the sound on TikTok? It was before you went on to the sound. Oh, it's the sound on TikTok. Oh, gotcha. Is that the glitching? It was probably. I need to take that down. That'll probably make it better. Yeah. Let's see here. It's so funny you got these right here. Oh, this is the spot ETF tracker. Look at the tracker right here for the ETFs. What a sellout. I mean, copy and paste. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I only use BTCC as my broker, dude. Right now, it's BTCC. I guess you could say it's not really a broker. It's just the exchange that I use for any margin trading is what I use for BTCC. So I think it's the best one, dude. Meta has been pretty smooth. Okay. Dude, Chum, thanks so much for the $5 super chat. Austin, do we know what the percentage or money amount for sell amount before it's held 24 hours? We don't want our money held hostage. I think it's you're saying like how long is until it launches? Oh, good question. They haven't said actually how long until it launches. I know that what was it? What's it called? Exceller launched 24 to 48 hours after the pre-sale ended. Again, I don't know. They haven't said it, but I would assume somewhere in that ballpark. I mean, yeah, that's a good question. A lot of these pre-sales sat out there forever, dude. Hey, brother, any news on HBAR? Hey, what's up, the fish? Good question, dude. And again, hey, the Chum, thanks so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. They have listed on the page. There'll be a 24-hour hold on major sells. What percentage or amount? I think that's the we're talking about this. I think that's actually 10K likes, bro. That should push you up. Oh, I appreciate you, Wadi. Thanks so much, man. 10K likes already. Gosh, dang, dude, you guys killing it over there on the TikTok side. That's actually for if you go to Sentinel, dude. That's actually for I think that's for if you go to the doc side of this. That is for the security measures, dude. So I think that has to do with the arbitrage side, 48 hour delay on large movements. So I think that has to do with not necessarily like people buying and selling. It has to do with the bot buying and selling. These are security measures for the Fortress protocol, which is the bot, right? So circuit breakers, auto pause if losses exceed 5% an hour. So I think these are like risk management measures for that. I don't think it has anything to do with the actual buying and selling of the token. Hey, brother, any news on HBAR? No, nothing on HBAR, but I mean, HBAR is looking pretty good. Speaking of HBAR, dude, I was looking at the chart, right? You talk about like a long position on this. HBAR is there, dude. You have the 12 hours coming down pretty hot right now, 4 hours sitting at the bottom. The day chart's sitting at the top right here. But like what I'm looking at here is you got these little fair value gaps down here that this could come down and hit. But once I think if this comes back down and hits like 13,875 again, somewhere in this ballpark, like I should probably put a long position just to like hit that from HBAR. But HBAR is actually lining up to look like it has potential to do really well from like a margin call standpoint. Like I was just looking at that earlier this morning. I'm on a call, so can't hear, but I'm watching my TV. Hell yeah. What's up, Andrew B? Good to see you, buddy. Do you think Tom Lee will be right with Bitcoin hitting 150? Maybe, dude. Maybe. Did you put in a trade? I missed the play of the day. I did not put a trade. I was just talking about that I think XRP is actually at a good spot to put a trade in. I'm going to put like probably a 10x margin, probably close to like $1,500 on a 10x margin or 10x leverage. 1,500 on that, and then probably just write it out because again, the liquidation on it's like $2 for the liquidation on that. I don't know if XRP is going to get back to the $2 range. But I'm probably going to wait this to see if this comes down a little bit more before I do it. I was going to pull it earlier, but I think that the 12-hour of the day kind of throw me off a little bit. But that's probably where I'm going to go, HBAR and XRP. So that's definitely what I'm going to do. Awesome. Thanks. I got a little over 4 and accumulating during pre-sale. Hell yeah, dude. Tom revised down to 100K today. Did he really, dude? Yeah, I mean, the 100K marker is actually pretty spot on. I mean, if you come back down here and look, I mean, look at all these levels right here. But I mean, even the 50-week moving average is sitting around 102. And they're calling this could actually go back up to 100 to 110. And I mean, based off where XR or where Bitcoin's at right now, I mean, even if it goes back to 100%, right, or 100,000, I mean, if you bought it at 80 and it goes to 100, I mean, that's 25% on one of the top, things in crypto right now. So thank you for your amazing channel with honest and real information. I purchased Cent using MetaMask. How do I sell the token once it goes live? Just go to Uniswap. I mean, it's an Ethereum based crypto. So just go on the Uniswap side and do it over there. Yeah. And let me know if my TikTok is still glitching or not, dude. I wish I could actually see it. Unfortunately, I can't. I can only see what's streaming on my device. So no revision from 250 to 150 end of year. Okay. Yeah. 250 to, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think you never bought into a pre-sale before. Yeah, first time pre-sale. So yeah, good luck, man. I'm excited for the pre-sale too. It's in and out. Gotcha. Damn, dude, that kind of sucks. I wonder what it is. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming on I'm using this as I'm streaming StreamYard. Obviously, I got everything going, and yeah, so that kind of sucks. Maybe it's not as good as I thought it was, or maybe I have to use a different camera. I thought it was your wife. I probably got to use a different camera and a different audio or something like that because it's probably feeding off too much of the same audio or the Wi-Fi. I could probably be rocking too much Wi-Fi with it all. That's true. I could be rocking with the Wi-Fi side of it. It could very well could be, dude. Yeah, it very well could. But I don't think it is. Acceler popped on my pre-sale chair. Dude, XCL did some wild things, dude. XCL was on a terror, bro. XCL did some crazy stuff, man. Anthony. So, I mean, I think that we have some good things coming up here. Obviously, even with XRP ETFs coming out here, I mean, we got some really good ones coming out. I think the ETFs. Let's see, XRP. I think 21 shares comes out. Yeah, launches on December 1st. So yeah, Monday. 21 shares comes on December 1st, dude. So hang on tight, dude. I think 21 shares will be a good one. It's going to be interesting to sort of see if Monday. The last couple of times the ETFs have gone live, though, we've gone downward. So just be aware of that. Buying the dip lately. I have not bought the dip, dude. The only thing I'm actually, what's up, Mandy? The only thing I bought into, like I told you guys, the only thing I bought into is Sentinel. That's the only thing I've actually put some money into is a pre-sale for Sentinel. Haven't really done any other DCAing or anything like that. Just been hanging on to a lot of what I bought previously. I told you guys that that's the majority of what I've been hanging on to is what I bought before. How do you think XRP will go to? I mean, I was thinking that we're probably I hope we get back up to the 240 to the 270 range. Here again, I don't know when the time frame on that, but I'm looking at the chart right now, and I think XRP has a good opportunity to get back up to these levels. If you zoom out on this a little bit on the 12-hour, and you see the levels, I mean, this 240 level is a very strong level. It's not only is it a strong level on the 12-hour, it's a strong hour it's a strong level across the board here for this 240. So, I mean, we filled up a nice little fair value gap here. We did leave one open here at $2, but I just don't think we're going to go back down there. Plus, we just regained the 50. We're getting close to regaining the 50. The 50 moving average is at 222 right now. We're sitting at 219. So I think if we can get back up to this level, we'll probably hit some resistance here at 240. Probably bounce back off that, but hopefully we can break through it and then try to get to the next level and fill up some of these other fair value gaps that were left up here, like the 250 range, maybe even into the 270 range. So I have to go, bro. I appreciate you. Oh, dude, thanks for being on here, Waddy. Austin, how much are you putting into the Pure Wallet pre-sale? Right now I have 8K. And I'll probably end up putting I'll probably get the same, dude. I put 20,000 in Acceler. I put 21,000 in Sentinel, and I'll probably put 20,000 in Pure Wallet, dude. But I'm probably going to end up putting a little more in Sentinel, dude. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm probably going to put more into Sentinel before the pre-sale is over. I'll probably try to get up into anywhere to the 25 to 30 range for Sentinel. I think is where I'm going to try to get to. Crypto Skillet has the best tutorials for BTCC. Okay. I hope HBAR will someday increase. I hope so too, man. Yeah, I think what happens is when Sentinel comes on, I think it starts to glitch out TikTok. I think Sentinel. I think the power of Sentinel over here is glitching out TikTok. Let's go over here. Maybe there's not so much power, but yeah. Right now I'm sitting at 20,936 for Sentinel is what I have in the pre-sale right now. Estimated rewards so far accumulated are 173. So this time pull your profits and hold the rest for long term. But I think even with like Exceller, dude, like Exceller has a good chance to do very, very well still, even with Sentinel, right? I think Sentinel helping increase that of Exceller could do really, really well, dude. Or sorry, Sentinel could actually really increase Sentinel as well. Sentinel can really increase Exceller. Gosh, that was really a tongue tire right there. Just a sec. I want to see if let's go here. Yeah, I'm probably. Hopefully, I don't glitch out too much. I'm gonna try to watch myself. See if it glitches a lot. I don't know if it does. But this is yeah. Pull your long term profits or pull your profits. I don't know if I don't know. I just have a hard time doing that, dude. I just have a hard time doing it, dude. I don't know why. Obviously if I'm talking about something, I really have a hard time doing it, dude. You're generous with your info. I think your amounts should be private. Isn't that what XCL and others are promoting? Yeah, but I bought it to obviously because a lot of my wallets are public, so my wallet is public for everyone, and I guess that's like the hard part, Bruce, is that like trying to be transparent with everyone about like where I'm at. And some people, you probably shouldn't be because obviously people seeing your wallet can expose a lot of things. So yeah, there's some privacy to it as well, but I think it's important for people to know. But it's tough. You're in a catch-22, bro. You know what I mean? So good evening, Austin. Hope you do a live whenever you add to your bag. Hope you do a live whenever you add to your bag. Yeah, I haven't added to it yet. I wasn't on live when I first bought Acceler. When I first bought Cent, I don't think I was live either. I think I bought it off stream. Can you explain how it helps Exceller? Yeah. So the whole thing with Sentinel here, dude, is so like right here when it says like the watcher. So obviously the Sentinel is it's monitoring trading activity across major blockchains. Looking for volume spikes and inefficiencies. And the whole goal is to go out there and try to take basically arbitrage, take things off the top, provide liquidity, and then go back and trade. It's basically a trading decentralized autonomous trading organism is what they're calling this. And it says all profits automatically flow back to Sentinel protocol, 50% to Cent for buyback and burns, 30% to Exceller for buyback and burns, and 20% airdropped in ETH to Cent holders. No human touch, no system needed. And so basically what this is doing is it's providing back to Exceller. It's there to protect Exceller and provide back to them. So that's kind of what it's about here. And again, all you got to do is just hold it. Like you don't even got to do anything with it. You don't got to stake it, nothing. So that's sort of the tokenomics behind it. And that's kind of stuff I think. I mean, it going back to the holders, I think is like the best part. That's what Exceller did. That's why Exceller has been so successful. So, bro, have you seen? I have not seen that, Justin. It's ripping. Okay. It's a minimum amount of Cent you have to buy in the pre-sale. I don't know if there's a minimum amount, Byron. That's a good question. That's a very, very good question. Yeah. But yeah, that's the whole goal between this is to go out here and if you go to like the Sentinel, like the main page of Sentinel here, and you go down and you read what it's about, it's kind of it's kind of crazy. The whole goal of it is to go out here and basically make a profit and then reward it back to holders, dude. So yeah, that's the whole goal. That's the whole goal of it, dude, is to take from centralized exchanges, to take from basically anyone that's out there trying to manipulate the system and get back. Is there? Yeah, I don't know if there's minimum amount or not, dude. So yeah, we're coming down slightly. 4 hours. 4 hours at the bottom though. You got to think 4 hours at the bottom. It could come down maybe a little bit more, and then I'll probably wait, and then we'll see if we get. Can you analyze a token pre-launch on SolScan? Probably not, dude. I don't know if I'd buy a token pre-sell on Sol. I don't know, dude. There's not a lot of pre-sales out there that are actually worthwhile, dude. I mean, you just saw this with Antics. No shot at Antics. I bought Antics. I talked about Antics, and it sounds like they didn't do. Like, I mean, it sounds like it was pretty dismal, dude. Sounds like it was pretty bad for the most part. I haven't looked at it, but I mean, it's kind of sucks when that happens. I haven't even claimed my tokens yet. Can we even claim our tokens right now? I mean, I type in Antics, and there's not even a price. There's not even a price on here for Antics. So yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, there's not even a price tracked on here, so I don't even know like what happened with that whole deal, or any of the other token launches out here. Kind of disappointing. I guess what I should say is there haven't been any like legit ones except Acceler. Acceler's been the only ones that actually been legit. I was skeptical and thought it was a scam, but there's this one that actually landed in my wallet. Oh damn, it landed in your wallet. That's even scarier. I probably wouldn't touch it, dude. Sentinel XCL, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Tim Shea is an OG for sure. Gem challenge on PPL. Okay, you still can't claim tokens on Antics. They said there was an issue that they're working out, but it sounds like an excuse. Oh damn, that's kind of crazy. JM, is Bitcoin Hyper going to be anything legit? I'm not touching it, dude. I'm not touching it, dude. The community is so scared to talk about this stuff. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Have a good night, my guy. I got to run. I appreciate you, Accountable Dreamer. Appreciate you being here, man. Have a good night, dude. Yeah, there's some of those I just wouldn't touch. You know what I mean? There's no reason to. Especially when I know there's a obviously Acceler launched. Acceler did exactly what they said they were going to do. Acceler went to a 35x, and now the team's adding to it. So I mean, adding to doing something to build up XCL, and I'm all for it, dude. I've been coding for 18 hours. Damn, dude. What are you coding too fast? What are you coding, dude? That's crazy. Yeah, it looks like we're having a little bit of a sell-off right now, a little bit of a downturn right now on the hour chart for let's go to the hour chart here for Bitcoin or for XRP. Yeah, we come down just slightly here. Let's see. Let's go back here. That's crazy. 18 hours, dude. How do you do that? I could not sit there and code for 18 hours. That'd be too much, dude. Would you want Cent to be below 1 billion supply? I would for price action and higher price. Tyler, I don't necessarily think that matters. I think it all matters about market cap and liquidity. I think everything else doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. It's just all a matter of how much is provided for market cap and how much is provided for liquidity. And that's really how it's done, dude. 30K lines of code. Damn, dude, that's a lot. XRP, HBAR, XLM, XCL, Cent. That's it. All right, Adam. Good to see you, man. I don't think it has anything to do with the amount that you sold. It has everything to do with the market cap, and it has everything to do with liquidity. Actually, has majority of it has to do with liquidity. The more liquidity you have in there, the harder it is for it to rally. So if you put let's just say out of $1 million, you put 50% of that in liquidity at 500,000. That means that you're gonna have to spend almost like to make that go up 100%, you have to spend another 500,000. Put that in 500,000 in liquidity in all reality to make that go up, and if like just easy math. But I mean, like that's kind of what happens, dude. Is like it makes it really hard. So liquidity is like a finicky thing, dude. That's why I think Acceler hit it right on, dude. I think Acceler found I don't know what the hell they did, but they found something, dude. And I think that's kind of where it goes, dude. If you have a team that understands the math of it, I feel Acceler did that, and I feel like they have the same team behind it with Cent. So, I mean, they're gonna obviously have it figured out from the math side on how to do it. So, and there's just not a lot on ETH right now, dude. Like, name the ETH projects out there that you're buying. Are you buying any new ETH projects? I mean, let's go look at the new ETH projects. They're all trash. No offense. I mean, people get offended at that, but I mean, in all reality, like, go look at it, dude. Like, is there anything exciting on the ETH network right now? Like, not really, dude. There's not a lot on the ETH network right now that's exciting. I mean, you can go click on some of these, but none of them are exciting, dude. You know what I mean? There's nothing on here. Like, you want to go buy Banana or Andy or Rect or, Quant, which is, again, Quant's fine. But I mean, like, some of these I just wouldn't buy. I'm just not, it just doesn't interest me, dude. Like, no offense to them, but it's not my wheelhouse, unfortunately. Yes, I believe XCL and Cent will be huge in the upcoming. I think so too, Tyler. So there's just not a lot of these like, cool, I want to go buy Ethereum project. They're all like, hey, I want to go buy Solana, Solana. That's basically it. You know, Solana BNB bringing themselves. We are on a bit get to yeah. I just bought some Sentinel, but don't see it in the MetaMask. Do I have to add the contract when it launches, Kevin? They airdrop it to the wallet. So all pre-sales usually, well, the XCL in Cent, they're going to airdrop them to your wallet. So when it launches, it gets airdropped to the wallet, and then you can put your contract address in when it launches. So you'll have about 25 days before it shows up in your wallet. So yeah, like I purchased, but what you can do is you can go to the dashboard side of it for now. Just go to the dashboard like this, and then you'll be able to see your wallet. You'll be able to see your tokens, how much value you have, and your rewards and stuff like that. So you'll be able to see that. And then once it launches, those tokens will go into your wallet. So just something to think about. Don't see any bull till end of Q1. Economy is trash. It's crazy we say the economy's trash, but like you go back and you look at these numbers, dude. These numbers are crazy, dude. U.S. Black Friday online sales hit record $11.8 billion. Like that's crazy, dude. Get ready, Cent will the next Saitama. Let's go XCL and Cent. I mean, Saitama did some crazy ass numbers, dude. Just watch a YouTube video of the husband shaves his face and surprises his wife. Do it. Oh yeah, the shave and the kids get all like freaked out. What's up, Scott? A bit late. No, I appreciate you being here, man. It's all good. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I'm not too glitchy over here on the TikTok side or on the TikTok side. Um, that's crazy. Yeah, the one where they show their faces. So I don't know if the economy is that bad, dude. The economy is not that bad when you see this much being spent, dude. Damn, just got 1,200 worth. Gonna get my BMW this time. Hell yeah, Mike. There we go, dude. 1,200. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens with it. You know, Sentinel's it's definitely on the rise right now. Raised what is that? 926,000 so far. I mean, not bad, dude. Not bad. I mean, again, I think that $1 million probably is a psychological number here, knowing that basically, what is it? There'll be like 20% of the pre-sale sold, right? At 1 million. So that's kind of crazy to see. Hi, how's everyone doing today? Good, dude. D16, good to see you, man. Crypto going to zero. Damn, just got 1,200. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Still holding XCL strong. Yeah, me too, bud. I'm still holding XCL strong as well. I mean, I think my wall right now is sitting at roughly, I think I'm what is it? Almost 2, 4, still 3x right now. Almost, yeah, about a 3x right now. Almost 3.5%, like 350% up on my bag right now. Not bad, dude. About put 20 in. We're sitting at 70. Yeah, so about 2, 4, 6. Yeah, almost about a 3.5x still, even after it being out, still doing everything. Which cold wallet do you like? I've been looking in Decent. I use Ledger, dude. Mambo Land, I use Ledger. Some people like Tangent because of how easy it is to work with like HBAR and stuff like that. Because Ledger is not very user friendly from that side. So Sentinel for sale, yeah, Tyler, yeah. Sentinel is the pre-sale that's out there. Black Friday is just one data point and very noisy one. Yeah, I would agree with you. Inflations could be still big. I would agree. I mean, I'm not saying it's 100%, but I just feel like there's still some pretty good indicators out there showing that, like, I think that we're still sitting pretty good. Too fast to handle. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, like and subscribe, dude. I'm brand new to the game and need some good advice. I'm 21, want to make some good investments young. All right, dude. I mean, the best thing for you, dude, is just to buy established cryptos, dude. That's the best thing to do. Find those. I appreciate the follow, dude. Find those cryptos that work best for you and that get you excited. Those are the ones that are the best, dude. Too fast, you killing me, bro. Like the XRPs of the world, the ETHs, the HBARs. I mean, there's a lot of cryptos out there that are still in very, very good spots, good to do really, really well. I mean, people even love Aster still right now, right? Aster still has a good shot to do well, even though things are down right now. Thoughts on Monad? We were just talking about that, dude. So I was just talking about that. Like people here like Monad, dude. People got into it. I didn't buy into the pre-sale. You have Arthur Hayes. If you guys don't know Arthur Hayes, he used to be the CEO of BitMEX, and he basically came out and said that he thinks Monad's going to go down to have a 99% crash. So you have a guy here, he's fudding it, obviously. But Monad, I just didn't buy it. There's people in the A team that like Monad, and now like Andrew B. He really likes it. So yeah. What makes established cryptos worth any money? I think that's just because they've been here. They're here. The ETFs are going to be big. Like the ETFs for Ethereum will eventually catch up with all of them. I mean, XRP will do well from the ETFs, right? So, do we hear about Master Bob? I don't know what the hell that is, but Beto. I don't know what that means. Yeah. So monads. It'll have its moments, but we'll see what happens. It's too early to say, dude. It's too early to say with a lot of these. I mean, any new crypto is going to have its ups and downs. So to judge one crypto based off of like you have to judge it. Give it a year and then judge it. You know what I mean? Give it a year or two and then judge the project if it's still here. And Monad's one of those, dude. Like, give it some time to develop. Let it do its thing. Have I seen any negatives with Sentinel? I'm sure there probably are some negatives. I mean, I guess one of them could. People were upset that, like, for instance, people, they were wondering, like, why would you launch, Sentinel and not just keep Acceler? But they did a good job explaining that. Some of the questions I had, they did a good job explaining that in the Q&A side of it, or this like facts section down here. Like it says, why launch a second token? I think they gave a pretty good reason for that. Why launch this pre-sale? They gave a pretty good reason for that. So I mean, like, the only downside is that, like, can this bot continually produce, right? That's the biggest question, and I don't know if I have an answer for that. That's kind of what you're banking on, is that this decentralized autonomous organism of sentinels are going to go out there and do whatever, go make money, basically. So that's probably the only downside, is that doesn't happen. But why are they worth any money? They're never going to make an income or pay a dividend. What are you talking about, Martin? Oh, these new tokens, or the older tokens? Good question. I don't know. I think it's just because they've been here. Do you hear about Master Bot coin? I have not heard about that, Vito. Jake Gagan thinks Aster is a long run. It will do great. It probably will, dude. It's perpetual, decentralized perpetual. They got the what do they call it? The dark pools. I think those are again. That's kind of the anonymity that we're talking about in the space. The privacy in the space. So I think that actually Aster does contribute to that to some degree. So Aster could be here for a long term. I mean, I think it can make a good run, dude. It already did a good run. Anyone that bought Aster is probably sitting pretty right now. I mean, it's down 5% over the last 24 hours, but you go overall, I mean, it's still up 961% from when it launched. So, people are still sitting pretty good right now on it, to be honest with you, dude. They're actually sitting pretty good. So, yeah. But overall, yeah, we're going to wait for the markets to come down a little bit. I think we have a chance for these to come down. 1 hour is coming down to the bottom. Probably has a little bit more to go. It's already breached through the 20% mark on XRP here. The 4 hours, obviously at the bottom here, is probably going to come down just a little bit. These are going to come down even further. So we'll see here in the next couple of days how this plays out. If Austin doesn't buy it, don't bother. If I had his money, I could burn mine. Best channel on YouTube. I appreciate you, man. If Austin doesn't buy it, don't bother. That's funny. I appreciate you. I wonder if they'll get sued for the Matrix inspired or stolen Sentinel. I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't think a lot of people in this space get sued for anything, dude. I mean, look at Pepe, dude. Like, Fury didn't go after them for Pepe. You got a lot of people copying SHIB. A lot of people that are copying these things, or whatever it might be. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they did, dude. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty badass, though. I don't care what anyone says, dude. The Sentinel thing is badass. Like, just the. I mean, even like this whole thing looks freaking awesome. I don't give a shit. This is like one of the better. This is one of the better websites out there for crypto. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. This is one of the better websites for anything out there for crypto. Like, I think it's pretty badass. The graphics are pretty cool. Sentinel is not a trademark name. Yeah, it's true. I think they're talking about the actual Sentinel itself, like with the like what it looks like and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't think this is the exact same one from Matrix, is it? I don't think it's the exact same one. But like, I don't think anything compares. Like, I can't even when you click on like the dashboard, or you go to like, let's go back to here, and you go like, you just go to token presale. Like, even this like graphic in the background is badass. Like, this is badass. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think that this is one of the better websites, graphics, even on the X pages when they're listing everything, dude. When you see the website like that run, when you see this websites like that run, it's a nice website, dude. I gotta hand it to them. It's a nice website. They did a good job. So, and then it sounds like Exceller. I didn't realize this until someone pointed it out. Would you buy? Would you go? Who would you go with to buy XRP ETFs? Good question, dude. It's tough to say, dude. Probably whatever one you got. I mean, that's tough to say. You can look at these right now. I mean, you got Canary. Canary is probably the number one up here. Obviously, it's number one. Canary is probably a good one, dude. Grayscale is probably not that bad either. I'd probably stick with Grayscale. Even Franklin Templeton, dude. Grayscale. Yeah, but I mean, you can see the Canary Capital up here is number one. I mean, that's probably the better bet. Um. So, but yeah, with the Accelerator, I mean, they got these up here. You got lighting the fuse. Got a countdown over here. You got the pre-sale. Oops, I clicked on that. And I mean, this is talking about a whole new setup over here. So obviously they're working, dude. A new RAID layer system coming out here. So I think there's a lot of things that they're working on, which is really, really good, dude. And I like that they put timelines out here because it gives people like, okay, we got 9 days. Okay, well, people can expect some things here. And 9 days in crypto is a long time, dude. 24 days in crypto is a long time. That's like a century in crypto years, dude. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I've been on for an hour, dude. I want to come on tonight, kick it with you guys a little bit, and I'll be back on tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. I'll probably be like 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because I'm gonna watch some football. So Canary, they weren't scared at all. Nah, they went for it, Pedro, 100%. So, but yeah, with all that, guys, hope you have a fantastic morning, evening, wherever you're at. Thank you guys so much for coming in here and kicking with me tonight. Hope you guys have a fantastic day or night, and I'll be back on here tomorrow, probably 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, to talk more about crypto, to see where the markets are at, see where we're going to go. I'm probably going to hold off on my long position. I was going to do it earlier, but the markets are trending a little bit downward right now, so I'll probably hold off, and we'll see where it goes throughout the night and maybe into tomorrow, and go from there. So with all that, have a fantastic one, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Love you. Peace out, everyone.